Hey everyone, I was in the store the other day and decided to pick up a couple of locks just to play with, just cheap old master locks and pick them. So this one I picked up, it's a 40 millimeter master. That's all it says on it, and the packaging didn't say a whole lot either. But I tried to pick up the one with the wildest bitting to see what it takes to get into. So as we know, this is going to be all standard pins. So let me grab a short hook. Looking for the right pick back here. There we go. And I want to go with top of the keyway tension with this one. And I bet my 40 thousandths will just fit inside there. Nice and snug. Okay, should be able to work all the way from the bottom. Okay, one. There we go. Feeling around for it, I was looking for my binders. It really only felt like I had to pick 1, 2, and 4. Well, it might have too short of drivers, but I don't have the equipment to go down into it and pick it, so let's go ahead and put that one in the bucket, and let's go to this one. This is a little bit nicer. This is an M530, and the thing I like about these 530s is they're cheap, they're around 10 bucks, and they have a removable core. But we also know that these don't have security pins in them, so. And I'm not going to go with top of the keyway. I'm actually going to go with bottom of the keyway, but let me find the right tension wrench. I like to use a really fat tension wrench in the bottom of the keyway of these. Let's see if this guy will fit. There we go, that'll do nicely. And I'll go in with the same pick I just used. Nothing on 1, 2, nothing on 3, 4. There's 3, maybe. There's 3, and there's 4. That opens us up, and we can take this thing apart. Let me find my... Okay, let's see if this has the right one in it. Oh wait, that's actually a Phillips. We get used to certain locks being put together certain ways. I expected that to be an Allen in there, but it's actually a Phillips. Okay, so as you can see, it's the cheap old copper core, crimped, heavily greased, and we're going to see about possibly improving this. I'm digging around here in my drawers because I've got another master lock core or two hanging around. This one definitely won't fit inside, it's too large. But might as well check on it, it's too large. So give me just a second here, go behind myself. And we'll see if this core will fit it. Different keyway, of course. But it might fit. Nope. So I'm stuck with reusing the same old core. Not a big deal. We can handle this. I'm gonna wipe off some of that grease because that just bothers me. So let's go ahead and see if we can't maybe improve this lock a little bit. Okay, there's one of my crimps, and I got 2 crimps on this one. So I'm going to need the key. See if I can't get it past this crimp. Nope. And let's check the other crimp. Nope. So what I got to do is I've got to very, very carefully pry out the crimp. If you're not too careful, you can break the crimp and kind of ruin the core. If you pry just the right amount, you should be good to go. Nope, almost dumped the keys out the back of it, or pins. Get back in there. Okay, so I need to do a little bit more prying. And I imagine this side. You got to be real careful when you're doing this because you don't want to break that copper. That will ruin the lock. You know, that is not wanting to come out. There we go. Got it pried loose enough it's going to come out now. So let's go ahead and turn that around and grab my small follower. Because it's a crimped core, my small follower doesn't work. That ink pen is too large. And this bit of ink pen ought to work just nicely. Okay, so I've got 4 standard pins for key pins. Okay, and then I'll have 4 standard pins for drivers. And I'm going to put a mark on this thing too. Back to the drawer once again to find my Sharpie, which, there it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull these out. That last driver is stuck in there. That grease is some sticky stuff, fellas. Okay, so how can we make this better? Well, Master Lock pins and American Lock pins are the exact same diameter. Now they do have slightly different lengths, but most of the time you can make Master Lock key pins work in a American Lock key pins work in a Master Lock just fine. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep this pin because American Lock doesn't make serrated pins that small, so why bother? So the first one I'm going to try is a replacement for chamber number 1, and I'm going to guess this size right here, and that is right on the money. Then 2, which would probably be the next size down. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put this one back in. And this one looks about the same size as 2, so let's go ahead and grab another one of those red ones and stick in there. Okay, so we've got security pins for key pins now. And we're going to put security pins in for drivers too. So let me go ahead and put these springs back in. And I'm going to put in a serrated pin. As you can see, just a normal American lock serrated pin. Okay, that's in there. Now we're going to put in, let's see here. Let's see if I've got an American lock spool hanging around here. Those are always the pins I have the fewest of. Nope, I don't see one, so let me go with all serrateds in this lock. That should change up the pick dramatically. Now, I need to find me some of those American lock serrated spools. So if anybody knows where to find some, please pass on the love, because I have not been able to find them. The only spools I've taken out is from American locks that I've turned into challenge locks. Okay, we are put back together. But the last thing we got to do is we kind of got to recrimp that just a little bit. So I'm going to take my screwdriver and press back right where I bent away on that side, and I want to leave the other side alone. So okay, that won't pull out. Make sure the key does work it perfectly, and it does. So let's go ahead and put everything back together. And I don't know why Master Lock doesn't go ahead and put security pins in their locks. I mean, it's just a few more pennies, and they can turn a really crappy lock into a much more difficult lock to get into. I mean, it is still one of their budget cores, so. Ah, I thought it bit. It didn't. We've all had that happen before. I'm just fumbling stuff all over the place today. Okay, let's see if I can get this back in there. There we go. It actually bit this time. I could feel the difference. And let's see here. Locked up. Key works. So, you know what? Let's pick it again and see if it picks like a completely different lock. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stick with that tension wrench. I got one that's a little bit fatter, but I don't think it'll fit in there. So let's go to my new rosewood pick. It's gym style. I click off of 4. couple clicks off of 2, a click off of 1. Completely different feels here. I mean, this thing picks like a completely different lock. The binding oars have changed. So that is a big bonus. A couple clicks off of 2. Wow. This thing is now a beast. And there we're open. So yeah, turned a 30-second or less pick into a couple of minute pick. I mean, it is just a four pinner, but changing those pins up and putting serrateds in and made a huge difference. So, but that's this Master 530 completely redone, and this little guy here just picked for the fun of it. So everyone, please like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.